Hey everyone, so one of my subscribers recently challenged me to make a fully autonomous vehicle, and I thought, how hard can it be? So I made a rocket which is based on my moon ship. It has a big passenger compartment and a capsule at the front. I wrote a MechJeb script which turns the RCS on and then runs through an Ascent program. Then when you reach orbit, it runs a landing program. So when we started the script on the pad, the RCS switched on and our Ascent program started. So the Ascent program commands an 80-kilometer orbit at the current inclination. Really straightforward. As part of that, it manages a coast phase and it also manages our circularization burn. So the only button I've pressed so far is the start button on MechJeb. You can see below the Ascent program is a command to wait for a periapsis of 79 kilometers, so that will fire as soon as we reach our stable circularized 80-kilometer orbit. And as soon as that trigger fires, our landing program will begin, and that will flip us retrograde, perform a landing burn, and perform a propulsive landing at the target we've set, which is the Space Center. So now we're in orbit, we can see the wait for a stable orbit has gone green, and we're now auto-warping towards our retrograde landing burn. So our tourists get a nice short orbital flight around the planet, and then the vehicle brings them back home. So as well as this deorbit burn, the vehicle also automatically adjusts its orientation all the way down using the RCS. So the first stages of descent are fairly stable, but we can see, like every vehicle I build, it gets a little bit wild when you get into the lower atmosphere, but whatever, that's fine. It just means we'll come up near the Space Center and not on the pad, but I haven't touched anything so far. Also, it's kind of entertaining that we basically end up facing prograde for the final part of the descent. So we're still decelerating even though this is a nosedive and the passengers get a good view. I do have to press one button at 8,000 feet, which is the air brakes, purely because MechJeb doesn't have a command for that, but if it did, we could program it in. And once the air brakes are extended, the vehicle flips over to its correct landing orientation. And everything again from this point is entirely autonomous, so the vehicle will lower the landing legs when it gets close to the ground, and it will also perform and manage our final landing burn. Our current descent rate is about 200 meters per second. This final burn, once the legs are extended, brings it down to the speed we've set of a 5 meter per second touchdown speed. And there we go, this is our landing burn, a successful touchdown. All the MechJeb script stages are complete. Yeah, because the ground's a little bit uneven, the vehicle topples over, but look, there's no harm done, no damage to the vehicle. Therefore, we've successfully made a completely autonomous, fully reusable tourist vehicle. Thank you for watching, I'll see you next time.